Okay, and we're live.
All right.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? We're gonna go ahead and get started here with another MaxFlex routine. Honestly, I was standing in my office this morning thinking about what I wanted to do for you guys this morning, and nothing rang true for me like this flexibility routine did. And so I'm excited to bring this to you guys this morning. But what we're going to be focusing on today is oxygen and breathing. Oxygen is one of those essentials that we forget about all too often, that most of us are compromising right now for the sake of not getting a virus. And so let's focus today on getting that oxygen into every cell, tissue, and organ inside your body. And so we're going to do that here by just starting out with hands over heart in that prayer pose, taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. On the next inhale, bring your hands up overhead. And exhale, back to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, back to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, we're going to go over to the side. Feel a light stretch through the rib cage there. Inhale up. Exhale over the other side. Couple deep breaths here. Inhale up. And exhale back to prayer pose. All right, let's warm up the shoulders. Bring your feet close together so you're incorporating more balance. If you'd like to put one foot on top of the other or even go into tree pose here, I highly recommend it. Bring your hands out to the sides and let's start with some baby circles going backwards. Hands facing the walls out in front of you or out to the sides of you, and slowly get bigger with those circles, bigger and slower. Keep breathing. If all you accomplish out of this morning is just getting these few deep breaths that we're doing, you've made this morning worth it. And let's switch directions. Start off big and slowly tighten it up. Let's do some shoulder rolls, rounding your shoulders backwards. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop your chin down to your chest, and we're going to rock your head back and forth, side to side. We're going to go up and around to the right. I suggest keeping your eyes open for this. 4 and 5. Let's go back the other direction. And 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Fantastic. All right, let's stretch out the low back and the hamstrings. So we're going to put the right foot slightly in front of the other, and we're going to bend forward at the waist. Go down, get as close to that toe as you can, and come right back up slowly. Switch feet all the way down, all the way back up. Round again. Right side 2, left side, right side 3, and left again. Right side 4, and left. Right side 5 and left. Fantastic. Let's do a slow stretch with the shoulders and then we'll go back down to the low back. Bring that right arm across the chest. Feel that shoulder blade open up in the back. Couple deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring that right arm over top. Left arm across the chest. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Over top. Let's stretch the hamstrings again. Deep breath in, both arms up. And exhale, swan dive, flat back, straight down, and collapse. As you collapse, bend your knees slightly so that you can either get to the toes or put your hands around the back of the calves. And then as you're holding on, just slowly straighten out the legs slightly, just so you're feeling that stretch a little more. Very good. Slowly come up, one vertebra at a time. At the top of your ascension, just round the shoulders backwards one more time. Take another deep breath in, arms all the way up. And exhale, swan dive, flat back, and collapse one vertebra at a time, slightly bending the knees. Coming just a little bit further this time with your stretch, and then straighten out the knees. Don't lock your legs, but straighten them out. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, behind the glutes, in the low back. Should be getting a little better. Slowly come up, one vertebra at a time. Again at the top, let's round the shoulders backwards. Take another deep breath in. Then a slow exhale as we swan dive forward and collapse, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way down. You should be better this time. If you were getting to the ankles last time, you should be getting to the toes. And again, if you need to bend the knees slightly to get down there, then slowly lock those knees out into extension. Don't lock the knees. But slowly come back up, one vertebra at a time, and round those shoulders backwards, coming back to prayer pose. Another deep breath here. And exhale. Let's stretch out the quadriceps. Plant the right foot firmly into the floor, and then grab the left ankle with the left hand and pull that in behind you. Let's hold the balance here. Focus on a spot on the wall in front of you, but focus on your breathing. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, let's slowly come out of that. Put that foot back down on the floor. Plant that left foot firmly in the floor. Then we're going to stretch the right quadricep out. Fantastic. Let's come out of that. Let's work on our warrior poses. Bring the left foot forward, right foot back, sink into that. Hips should be facing straight ahead, shoulders directly over top of the hips. We're going to sink in, back foot planted firmly in the floor, front foot planted firmly in the floor, and that front knee, which should be your left one this time, at a 45-degree angle. From here, 90-degree angle. From here, we're going to bring the arms straight up over top. And just hold that, sink in deep into this. Feel the stretch through that back leg. Feel it open up the back and the hips. Elongate the spine straight up to the ceiling. A couple deep breaths here. And on this exhale, open up into warrior two. Left leg goes forward out over the left leg, right arm in behind. Again, elongating the spine, hips open to the wall out in front of you there. Shoulders directly over top of the hips, spine elongated up toward the ceiling. Couple deep breaths here. On the exhale, tip backwards, straighten out the front leg and fall back into triangle pose. Feel that stretch along the left ribs, those oblique muscles. Reach up toward the sky. And deep breaths. On your next exhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale into warrior one. And exhale to standing. From here, we're going to step back into warrior one on the right side. So right leg forward, left leg back. Sink in, get that front leg at 90 degrees. Open the hips directly in front of you. Shoulders over top of the hips and raise those arms up overhead. Deep breaths here. Elongate the spine and sink in. And on the exhale, open up to warrior two. Hips pointing directly in front of you, shoulders over top of the hips, and arms directly parallel to the floor. Sink in, elongate the spine. And tip back here into triangle pose on the exhale. Feel that stretch down those ribs and obliques. Reach toward the ceiling and deep breaths. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. On the exhale, swing forward into warrior one. On the exhale, step forward. Fantastic. All right, let's do one tree pose to finish this out. We'll start with the left leg planted. Right leg comes up into the inside of that thigh. Get your balance. Taking me a minute today. Put your hands over your heart. You can stay here and grow those branches straight up above you, and you can stay there, or you can grow those branches out to the side, however you prefer. Couple of deep breaths here. Slowly put that foot down. Shake that left foot out. Plant the right foot firmly in the floor. Bring that left foot up to the inner thigh. Hands come over heart. Find your balance. If you need to come out and come back in, it can take a minute to find your center, especially if your mind's not focused on the present. Deep breath in. You want to grow your hands up or out. Slowly lower that foot to the floor. Shake out the right foot. Bring your hands back to center one more time. Deep breath in. All right, fantastic. Thank you for joining us this morning. For more like this, tune in every Wednesday and Friday at 10:30 for the workout here with the Good Life Family team. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.